This is very cute already. Cheese. Hi. Music's maybe a touch loud. Welcome to Penko Park, the greatest wildlife park ever built. It was founded by the Supremely Honorable Sir Rupertus Penko in 1952. I think my camera will be okay mid-screen, right? I've kind of been liking it there lately. We are gonna move this down a little bit. The noises remind you of ooblets. Nice. My name is Penky, and I'll be your guide for today. Thank you. Penko Park has always been home to countless unique Penko species. We have not had visitors in a while, but I'll try my best to guide you safely through the park. Underneath your seat, you will find your complimentary Penko Snap-a-Lot 9000. Use it to take nice pictures of the wildlife. Anything that moves, press LB to activate and RB to take photos. Don't forget, you can zoom in and out with R. With what, this one? Okay. Takes a little getting used to. Oh, what's that? Hello? Banana? Okay. Don't worry, our Penkos are mostly friendly. Mostly. There's much to find if you look closely. Hold on to your seatbelts. Here we go. Oh, so this one is on a track. Oh, okay. Very Pokemon Snap. What do these mean? Oh, there's a song we can play. I feel like it moves kind of fast. How many pictures do we get? Oh, who are you? They all have funny little names that are, the chat is blocking the names of the creatures. Okay, I might have to, move chat. I can pause mid-game, right? Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. We're gonna, disappear the chat box on screen for today because we need the extra space. Okay. Making sure everything's ready to go. How are the sounds? Good so far? Are we going under this cute arch? I think so. Cute little mushrooms. Hi! Who are you? Do we have items we can use yet? I don't think so. I think this is just the first go of things. Sounds are all right? Okay, cool. Good to know. There's like bones. Everybody's kind of sleeping so far. Oh, hi! You're cute. Very calming so far. It's got great, I don't know, the creak of the cart that you're in, the crickets. Hi. Oh, hello. What are you, Akko? Anything else around here? I got a couple of you. I don't see... Oh, we have 21 pictures left. Okay. I hear noises. Oh. Ooh, I hear more noises. It's hard to get everything. Very similar Pokemon Snap vibes where you're like, I'm gonna miss something. Oh, I also failed to mention this game, we got the opportunity to play this. This is by... Oh, this is a creature? By Ghost Butter. Someone reached out to me and wanted to know if I wanted to play it on stream. But also, there's a ton of DLC. So it's been out for a little bit, but they just added... Oh, hi. A bunch of new creatures. That's our guide. Oh, hi. Why are you yelling? And what is that? And is it only the one level, or are we gonna get different levels? Don't know why I shook my head when I heard the buzzes. Yeah. The sounds are real good. Ever play Endless Ocean? No, I have not. Hey, Mr. L, welcome in. What's Endless Ocean like? Penko Park. Oh, we only have 7 photos left. I should probably not just take pictures of the postcard on the wall. Is this a critter on the floor here? No. Oh, there's some weird noises happening. Something on the ceiling? No? There's a few of those on those little... Wow, that was one hell of a ride. Let's check out those pictures. Oh, the stop is just... Okay, cool. It's not a circular track. We don't go back to the start or anything. We just end up here. A couple of Wii games that let you explore deep under the sea. That's cool. Let's see how we did. Banana. And then I pick between these 2 pictures of Agog. I don't know. This one's cute. There's different poses, it looks like. Schnog. Double is sleeping, but there's also one of Double singing. Scott, welcome in. How's it going? I like the selecting photos music. This is Naupli. I like this one. Akko. Oh, I guess I only got one picture of Akko. Citru sleeping. Just trying to kill the rest of the day. Nice. No, we didn't finish Fusion yet. We're taking a break to play this today. Oh. This is Cough. Penky. Hi. Perko. Haven't heard of the game. What's going on here? We are taking pictures. It's basically Pokemon Snap, but with scary, cute, creepy looking creatures. Have you played this before, Jerryox? We did get a lot of 3 stars. It doesn't really explain that yet. Look at that, so many beautiful pictures. What are these tabs? Oh, not unlocked yet. Okay, it'll tell us then. Guessing it's like a score system? I think maybe? We'll see. The more you explore the park, the more experience you will get. On the left side, there's a bar that shows how much experience you gained towards your next Penko stamp. Look at the glowing on the left and place it into your album. You can unlock many marvelous things and even discover new park sections. Oh, cute. Ooh, we got a stamp. Press R right or left to change cart direction before junctions. Okay. Nice. Yeah, we have a little command with the Steam page and just it's a pretty simple description. The store description is just that, and it's pretty straightforward. I like it. Relax. Take pictures. We're changing Penky's hat. Okay, how do I... go back into the level from here? Nice. In this part of the park, you took pictures of 12 out of 36 Penkos, collected 0 out of 13 Penko artifacts, perfected your collection of 1 out of 36 Penkos. You unlocked the ability to change directions. Don't worry, I will tell you when to use it. What is this thing? We still don't know. Okay. I wanted a better picture of Banana. I don't think that was a good enough picture of that creature. You. Did we not get a picture of you? Oh, we did. Okay. Oh, you're a Penko. Omomo. Hi. What's that above you? I'm gonna try to look in directions we didn't look last time, but I feel like it gives you all these sound cues of where to look, you know? Oh, what's that? Oh, is that where we can switch directions? No? Maybe? No? I remember you. We have a picture of you. Oh, I messed that up. Hi, Banana! They have a special sound effect. They're funny. Oh, I feel like that was a good one. That was much closer. What is this? Oh, hi! I missed you last time, Yaga. Making lots of scary noises. Water. Okay. Okay, can I go that way? No? Junction ahead. Which way did we go before? Oh, it says to try the left path this time. Is this what I was supposed to do? I don't know. Oh. I didn't even see this before. Going into the trees. Wow. Oh, fishy. Come back. Did we miss that one? Is that our only chance to... Oh, hi. Get that fish. Dang it. Hi? That kind of startled me. Oh, oh my god. There's something here too. I wish I could zoom out a little more. I don't think we got it. Oikle, there we go. Hi. There's a bunch in this cave now. Hi. Naphole? Napoli? Ooh. Scary spooter. Oh, we ran out of photos already. Here's some more, but it's all I have left. You play this for like an hour and then out of nowhere somebody charges you with a chainsaw? I hope not. I hope it's not that kind of scary. It's supposed to be cute scary. We'll save some of these photos for the next area because I used a lot of them already. Ooh, what was that? Is there something in the water there? Kirko? Lemon? Is it true? I guess that's the end already. Oops. You can sit here at the end and take pictures though. It's kind of cool. Six left. Hear peepers? Okay. Didn't expect the game to use words like hell. Watch out for SAX in the bushes. No! Oh, yeah, I guess we still use film. We got a new picture of banana. Do we like this one better? Oh, it's 3 stars. Instead of 2. These are better also. I kind of like this one where it's hiding behind the rock. Woohoo! Only 1 star of a Momo. Oh, Momo. Are these good enough for Professor Oak? I don't know. Professor Oak's a really tough critic. I'm learning how to zoom in better for these. Oh, this is actually a better photo than the other one. That's a really good photo. Do we like this one or this one? No, they're the same. I swear I took more pictures of Hollow than that, but I think it selects for you which one is the best one. Slonko? We got another stamp though. Wamu? That one has like a dust cloud in front of its face. Let's do this one. These are both only 1 star. Napoli. Napoli. It's got the PH. These ones you can't really see its face very well. My favorite are the pictures of Penky, I think, of our tour guide. Oh, except well, that's fine. Adorable. Grappling hand. Press A to select and RB to shoot. Collect Penko artifacts. Flip switches. Okay, nice. We didn't have that before. A rather jolly Penky without any obvious negative properties. Perfect as a tour guide. As we fill this in, does it start to change? Or does this just show kind of a silhouette of all the creatures we got last time? Let's try again. Dun, dun, dun. So far, I love it. I don't really get scary vibes at all, but it's super cute. You took pictures of 20 out of 36 Penkos, collected 0 out of 13 artifacts, perfected your collection of 1 out of 3 Penkos, and now we have a grappling hand. It's a handy tool for explorers. Try using it on the juicy red flowers everywhere, and watch out for levers to press. The possibilities are endless. Okay, thank you. Welcome to the Boulder Forest region. Enjoy the view and rest up before you descend down into the swamp. And don't forget to bring your wallet. The luxurious Penko Cafe is right around the corner. Okay. It's like a song that we need, I guess. What's that? Now we're just gonna spend this whole round touching everything. Will you open up? No? Handy, yeah. Now I want a game where you can play as Samus and take pictures of the enemies. If we had pinball, I can still dream it. That's true. Anything's possible. We had pinball. What is this supposed to be? High five! Oh, here's something we can grab. This is like little spots where it talks to us. I like that. What did I tell you about touching everything? Oops. The double is known to bring joy to even the smallest visitors here at Penko Park. High five! I don't think it liked that. Oh, here's a... We're supposed to touch these flowers. Oh, is that an artifact? Wait, gimme! Ooh, creepy! Did you feel that? I think we just unlocked a new path. Let's keep an eye out for that. Okay, can I choose a new path? Oh yeah, this is open now. Cool. Alto Girl, thank you for the host. I appreciate it. Welcome in. What's that up there? An egg. How do I... It says snow, like a snowflake? This says no pictures. No pictures! That's the whole game. Ah! Close the camera. Okay, it got scary. Are we being chased? Oh, there's so many noises now. I can't look fast enough. Oh, there was something down there too. Oh, that was fun. I don't know what that is. I'm having trouble... Oh, we got another artifact. Flipping between the different controls fast enough. Mostly harmless, I know. Oh my gosh. Luring them out of their holes is an easy task once you have a couple of Penko balls. What is this critter? I missed what it was called. We don't have any Penko balls. Laredo, hi, welcome in. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Wow. Beautiful, wonderful. That was a new position for that critter. Oh, let's go left. Through here again, through the cave again. Yeah. The cave was cool. We'll see some spiders again. Yeah, I know. I guess it's just Pokeballs. Okay, we're ready to touch stuff and we're ready to take photos of stuff. I want to know what these season things are for. If you were supposed to make the different areas have different seasons. I'm gonna get this picture this time. Come on, come on. Oh, I'm not very good at that. You're super cute. Hello. Wamu! That was a 3-star. Yay. It makes that satisfying gong noise when you get a 3-star photo. Did we miss any artifacts? Maybe? Big fish, yeah. Yes. Okay. That was a much better picture than we took last time of the Napo. We have a 3-star of Hollow already. What is that? Oh, I thought that was a monster, but it's not. Oh, this is called Penko Park. We have a little command for it. Exclamation point Penko. And you take pictures. It is really relaxing. It's really good so far. This critter, do we have a good picture of Citru so far? I don't know. We have a 2-star. I don't think you can just like reach out and touch the creatures though. I don't think they like that. You can splash on the boat. Okay. Let's check out the pictures. We got some good ones, I think. I wonder when we get to go to a new area though. This one's just called Small. Oh. Cute. Where's this one? Oh, Small is the same one that scared us though. This is Capo. Which one do we like better? I think I like this one better. Okori. Burlbub. We got a new stamp. The numbers are, or the names I mean, are so good. This is a much better picture than last time. I feel like I should be busting out all my Professor Oak impressions for this stream. You were close. We have, is that one of the ones we have? I don't think so. We have... Is this one? Oh, I can't hear it though. Probably because the alerts are all borked up. That's okay. I have to click back into the game. Wonderful. Yeah. We should play that game again sometime. Although, once you play through it once, you've pretty much seen everything. I played through the original so many times as a kid. We streamed it once. And then we played through the new one a little bit on stream. It was a good time. I love these Wamu pictures. This is my favorite. Oh, this is a 3-star picture. I thought we didn't get a 3-star picture of Citru. Okay, nice. And we have artifacts. Okay, let's check out. Who says fashion cannot be? Oh, it's a new hat! Oh. That's fantastic. Okay, and now we know what those volcano signs do. Access to subterranean section. Cool. Oh, I like this a lot. This is really cute. I think that's it. I think we go... to this section now. Oh, we can just start right in. Is this where we'll find the Metroids? Maybe. I don't know. Let's see what's in here. We are now entering the volcanic area of Penko Park. Many species, thought extinct, were rediscovered in the caverns of this magmatic area. Since our last unfortunate incident, I will kindly ask you to stay inside the cart and under no circumstances touch the lava. Your body would evaporate in an instant. Cool. Buckle up and let's get moving before the magma gets cold. Will you write a haiku when meeting a new creature like Professor Oak? I'm no good with haikus. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Hi! Hi, cutie. Don't touch the lava, though. As tempting as it may be. Doug! That one's just named Doug. It looks like that way is blocked. Oh. Oh, can I? Okay, well, next time we can go that way. Oh, hi! You're fuzzy. Yeah, we're gonna miss out on whatever's ahead to take a picture of you. Oh, hello, Helgi. What's back there? Oh, a thing. A switch. Oh, there's so much to do. Ah, scary, but really cute. What's down there? Are these eggs? Crabble. Okay. Oh, hi. Oh, are we supposed to take pictures of you with all your different hats? Is that how this works? There's another Doug. I missed something back here. But that's okay. I feel like the first time through a level in Snap, you always miss a bunch of stuff. You gotta do it a few times. Came just in time to hear "Don't touch the lava." Hi, Chai. Welcome in. You have a big lion's mane? Yeah. Resident Evil Snap. Oh my god, Scott. I bet people would love it. Resident Evil has such a huge, like, fan following. Anything related, people will be like, yes, I'm gonna play that. It's under the ground there. Oh, nope, wrong button. There we go. Ground rosalord thorns mixed with water were used by village folk to get drunk and poison their neighbors. Sometimes both at the same time. Slender Snap, no. Llama, absolutely not. Resident Pinball. Dino Crisis, Jurassic Park. So, I'm confused. Oh, who's that over there? Oh, who's that over there? Is that Banana? Oh, it won't even tell me who that is. Oh, hi! You look like a cookie. Mater. Cute. Oh! I don't even know where to look. There's so much to look at. This is so entertaining. Oh, there's something up there. Oh, that scared me. I didn't realize I could grab it. I don't know what these are. Is this like Poke food? Zoom in. There we go. Slidey. Oh, looks like you ran out of photos. Not again. No. I bought some display lights from IKEA, opened them, and the power cord is sold separately. No, that's such a bummer. Back still feeling horrible, but definitely better than the last day or so. Gonna have another day in bed and not doing much heavy movement. Yeah, give it some rest. Love how the game is wholesome and spooky. Wholesome spookiness, spooky wholesomeness. I love it. It's such a good mix. Might actually play Jurassic Park Pinball. Is there a song you can play? We don't have a polka flute or anything. No. Not yet. I'm assuming we'll unlock it later. Let's refill and try again. So the level ends. They only give you that extra out one time where they give you extra photos. Doug. We had a better picture of Doug than this one. Oh, there it is. Doug. I love this one. Gassafant screaming at us. These are two pretty much of the exact same pictures of Crabble. We unlocked a stamp. Okay, let's see if this replaces the other photo of Penky. Yeah. Nice. Lobo. Mater. Anybody else hear Doug and their brain follows it with Rugrats and Ren and Stimpy? No, I just think of like the Doug theme song, but it could easily be followed by other shows. This is a little mosquito, and then this is when we ran out of film. What is this thing? I don't know. These are all the different tabs. Let's get our stamp. Oh, yay! Increase your maximum photos by 25! Yay! That was much needed. Let's do that level again. I like that one. In this part of the park, you took pictures of 12 out of 32 Penkos, collected 1 out of 32 Penko artifacts, perfected your collection of 1 out of 32 Penkos. Okay, let's begin. I think we can get a couple better pictures right from the start. Oh, but we did unlock that other path too. We might want to go down that. Did we get a 3-star of this one? I don't know. Oh, you. This one we kept. We're gonna go to the right this time. Sammy, welcome in. How's it going? Just had a moment of forgot my coffee. I almost made a second cup right before stream today, but I decided against it. It's too late in the day. Looks spookier than I was expecting. It's really not. So far, the spookiest things are when you take pictures of certain characters and they like jump out at you, but they don't attack you. They'll just like suddenly do a new pose. It's really cute. It's like the best kind of jump scare. The mushroom cave seems to be a part of a larger network of oversized fungi harboring many, mostly solitary species. Further explorations were quickly put to a grinding halt after too many Penkies fell into chasms due to a lack of proper lighting. Okay, interesting. Ta, hello. Welcome in. So what is this? Oh, it's pretty cute. Onipap? Okay. Hello? Was there something up here? Oh yeah, that's a thing. Can I grab it from here? No. That was a thing up there too. I didn't even notice before. I wanna know what these are. You will need to oh, okay. Ghost division before entering the spooky realm. Okay. Hi, Doug. Looks like Doug is dancing. Getting some 3-star photos. What are you? Some kind of artifact. Kilo. Okay, cute. Sleepy. Are we gonna run out of photos again? It's possible. We haven't even made it to the end of the level yet. Gojira, welcome in. How's it going? Oh, we read about... Hang on. These flowers. These are meant to poison our enemies. Oh, this is a... Hang on. A Rosalord? I can't touch it. Hi. You're like doing a little dance there, friend. RK, welcome in. How's it going? Doing pretty good. I like this game. It's super cute. Thank you for the lurk, Chai. Take care. We have a much bigger film roll now that'll help us a lot. We ran out of photos like right here last time, right? Or somewhere close to this. We're taking pictures of this mosquito and those flies. Oh, is this a... Okay, first there's a wonderful giant thing in the background. This is an artifact? Yeah. I feel like the artifacts are kind of scary. This is Tubor. I feel like I hear little feet. Oh, hello? Oh, cute. Hello? Goomer? Oh, what's happening? Oh, the ground is rumbling. Well, who are you? Goto? Hello? So many cool creatures? They're like doing a little dance? Who are you? They're chanting. Okay. That was an experience. Ding! Oh, hello. We're almost to the end of the level. This is just that same, like, forest from the other side. Okay, we did it. What, are you making that noise? What? Why? Here, we got a prize at the end. Your ride ends here, but your journey does not. Okay. Damfling. Is this a better one than the one we have? Sure, it's got the lava in the background. I haven't been able to get a better picture of Doug sleeping. But these dancing ones are better than the one we have. these ones are all tiny. I don't know how to get a better picture of Rosa Lord. Oh, new stamp. Akakai, Goomer, Goto, YOLO. I like this one better, I guess, because it has those other critters in the background, but neither of these is that good. Yeah. It's cute, but I gotta run. Okay, sounds good, Loki. Take care. It's a fun one. I like this. I like your approval. Oh, we got a new hat. Mandatory equipment for Penkies that have to perform underground labor. We got like a mining hat for Penki. When they come of age, every Penki receives this hat. Who says fashion cannot be sustainable? And we unlocked Penko Ball. Press X to select and hold RB to charge. Some Penkos like it, some hate it. Oh, this is like a pester ball. You basically throw a bunch of pollen. Okay. Cute. I like. Nice. We'll do this level again. Yeah. We'll do this level again. Dun, 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 dun. In this part of the park, you took pictures of 23 out of 32 Penkos, collected 4 out of 13 Penko artifacts, perfected your collection of 1 out of 32 Penkos. I think perfected your collection just means you got all 3-star photos of one creature. And I think there's only some that only have one available pose. So it's easier to do for them. We're trying to find Doug. Is it this one? Oops. That's a little closer up, but I still don't know that that's that good of a photo. We gotta keep looking. Let's go left this time. Senkari, welcome in. Okay, what's going on in here that we haven't done yet? Oops, no, I want this? We already have that picture. This is one of the ones that jumps out at us. Ready? I'm sorry I scared you. Oh, what are you doing? Walking across. So many noises. What's all this rustling? Oh, these. Cute little critters. Spork. But not the kind you eat with. Those are neat. There's Dancing Doug again. Oh, what's that? Artifact. Bryn, how's it going? Welcome. Thanks for the human hello. Okay, I hear... Oh, this one again. We don't... Oh, this is... Maybe we want to use the pester ball now? Oh, I missed. Okay, there's some... You gotta throw it, like, up in the air to give it some air time. Or we just gotta charge it longer? Oh, it liked that. Hi. That's a way better picture of you. Ah! Cute. It's hard switching between the different items. Okay, what about you? Do you like this? No! Wait, I got it too close up. It's distressed. I'm sorry. What about you? Do you like this thing? This is so interesting. It's singing to us now. That didn't land. Looks like it should be in a Ghibli movie. I feel like this whole game could be adapted for a Ghibli movie. It's like a haunted, abandoned wildlife park with cool, whimsical critters. Oh, those were all in a line up there. That was neat. I'm not throwing those far enough. No, too far now. Oh, it's flying up in the air. Oh, I missed. Okay, it's alright. I'm gonna get a good shot of it, like, flying. There, that was cute. We'll try over here. I want a better picture of you. I want a better picture of you by yourself. And now I'm gonna throw pollen at you. I don't think it really cares. It's too zen for that. What about you? Aww, poor thing. It tumbled. 27 photos left. At the end, we have plenty now to work with. I can't go fast enough. I would not appreciate pollen thrown at your face. But they said some of them like it, so it's probably fine, right? No? Maybe not? Are you a different one? No. I know, I shouldn't just throw pollen at everything. I'm sorry. Alright, let's score our photos. This is the same exact picture as the one we have. I can't get a 3-star picture of sleeping Doug. Also, this apparently is in a different pose, so I'm just gonna keep the photo we already have here. Will it let us? Oh, skip. We can skip. And this is a new photo of Sport. Newsstand. This one is so fun, this Bronco picture when you can see its little teeth. I love that. This one actually turned out really good. That poor Rumple. Oh, here's Mater. And Goomer. Sankari, thank you for redeeming the Dino hoodie. I feel like that's a really good one for this game. Oh, this is a separate pose of the YOLO. YOLO, what a funny name. I organized the streaming closet yesterday. All the hoodies are all nicely hung up now. One second. Okay, Dino Hoodie, activate. Oh, goodness. This is a much better picture. This is a new pose. Oh, you can see the outline of the different artifacts, too. This is your oldest hoodie. Ha 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 ha. What is my oldest hoodie, though, out of curiosity? I think the rainbow one I've had the longest. I think. Oh no, that replaced the other hat. I don't know what the different pictures for Penky are then. This hoodie's prehistoric. Alright, that's all. Let's go check out our stamp. Cart boost. Okay. We can go faster if we want to skip areas. Cool. We're very quickly unlocking, excuse me, a bunch of things. E, how's it going? Welcome in. I want to know how we unlock the next area. Was that something we unlocked from the stamps? Yeah. So the next stamp we get, Crater Lake, that's when we'll get a new area. Okay. I want to get to Crater Lake. In this part of the park, you took pictures of 24 out of 32 Penkos, collected 5 out of 13 Penko artifacts, perfected your collection of 4 out of 32 Penkos. Let's get started. Let's throw pollen at things. I think Doug is like right up there above us when we start. Yeah. Now we got a good picture. Okay, hopefully that's the best one so far. Are those critters? Oops. Plop. It's called a plop. I didn't even realize that was a critter. Oh, that put us on a timer to go this way. I guess we're going this way this time. Wow, 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 wow. Did you play new Pokémon Snap? I did! I really liked it, too. I haven't played since the update. I need to check out the new stuff. Does it do anything if I aim it at the mushroom? No, but I want to hit this guy. Ooh, lightning bug. That was cool. Oh, there's something up there. Come back. We missed that the other time too. Oh, and there's a... Okay, we gotta do that path again. So many cool critters. I have it but haven't booted it up yet. I really liked it. The only thing was there was some of the camera controls, it took some finagling to figure out how fast you wanted it to scroll. It just feels very different compared to, obviously compared to the N64 one, it feels different, but it felt kind of sluggish. I felt like I couldn't spin my camera as quickly as I wanted to. Oh, we already got one of you woken up here. And we got one of the Rosa Lords. I kind of want one without the sign in the picture. Oh, hi. It didn't like that. It hid. Okay, sorry. Bye! But this other one did like the pollen. It started singing. This one did. Heard the update is good. Yeah. I think there's a new area that I haven't even seen yet. Every time I see this one, I'm like, show me what you got. It looks just like those heads. What is this? The turfo spends most of its day buried under the Earth's crust. This serves the purpose of both nourishing its roots and protecting it from predators. I don't think we've gotten the turfo yet. Where is it? Other than, you know, under the Earth's crust. Oh, there's a grabby thing. This button. Unlocked a new path? Okay. Got a new path. I don't know where it is yet, but we're gonna keep an eye out. I don't know. Oh, can we go up there behind the little... Oh. Behind the waterfall up there? Or lava fall, rather? You know what I mean? Oh, I forgot about those things. Let me go up that way. No, why wouldn't it let me go up that way? Maybe we can't do it until next time. Huh. Do I have a picture of you? Oh yeah, you didn't like the pollen. Let me throw it at you again, I guess. I still didn't see whatever was under the Earth's crust. Maybe next time. Interesting. Oh, we got a 3-star photo of Sleeping Doug. And a horrible picture of this little red thing called the plop. There's our new stamp. That means we can go to the next area. Okay. Crater Lake! Oh, the posters for the different areas are really cute too. It's like a national park poster almost. Nice. New area. Exciting. Okay, we are going to take a quick stream break and then we're going to come back and do the next level. I like this game so far. It's been fun. It's very relaxing. Thanks for hanging out. I will see you all real soon. Do a stretch if you need to. All the things. Welcome back, humans. I hope you had a good break. Thanks for hanging out. Got a little stretch in. All the self-care. Thanks, Llama. Let's take some more pictures. Hi. I haven't rechecked with the game interface, but I feel like the camera being here has been okay, so we'll probably just keep it at this point. It blocks, I think it shows you a little bit of the stats of the different poses and pictures you've taken so far. But I don't think having it in the very bottom of the screen is perfect either. There's never a perfect place for a webcam. And I'm excited to jump back in. Chill stream. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're good. I could hear the little, you could hear the music on break, but I could also hear the little character noises in the background of the music. It was very cute. It fit right in with the lo-fi. Can't wait for a ghost hoodie. I don't have a ghost hoodie. I should look for one. I should look for a Halloween hoodie because the skeleton one, as we mentioned last time, is a onesie, so not something I can just like throw on in the middle of stream. But we will wear it again this year for whatever we do for the day of Halloween. We'll have the Halloween onesie. I think my favorite hat is wait, how do I get to the hats? This one is my favorite still. Okay, let's go. Dee dee dee. We made it to Crater Lake. Pretty. Largely underwater, there are many species that can only be found here, most of them perfectly adapted to their environment. Oh, I didn't mean to... Okay, well now we have the grabby hand. Rumors about large predators are completely baseless and should be ignored. Okay. Maybe the hoodie's already on, we can't see it because it's invisible. Yes, that. Please do hold your breath and enjoy the ride. Just kidding, the cart's of course perfectly safe and will provide fresh air to all passengers during the ride. Okay, that made me a little nervous, not gonna lie. Crater Lake, home to a treasure trove of indigenous Penkos that mostly live beneath the water surface. Oh, look at this one. When the park expanded and visitor influx increased, a cart maintenance station was also built here underwater. Penkies work twice as fast when lacking oxygen. Oh my god. Yeah, of course it's safe. Yeah, okay. Monkle. I could probably throw pollen at that too. Oh, that's so cute. It does a little splash. Man clam. Boop. Boop. Okay, no, it doesn't like that. Oh, I heard a noise. Let's focus on just getting pictures before we start, you know, throwing pollen at everything. Hey, Blingo. Cool. I want the grabby hand. There are no dangerous parasites on the BSL station. Yeah, of course not. No, there's nothing wrong. With a myriad of fine hairs on its shell, the man clam senses when prey is nearby. It then tries to lure it into its soft, sticky inner part by performing a dance-like movement. No survivors are known. Oh, there's another switch over there. I didn't realize I could move those things. Okay. That's fine, that's fine. Jellor. What's behind this? A switch. So many switches. I wonder what they all do. Oh, cute! Issy? Okay, alright. I wanna see what this has to say. The passage tunnel of the cart maintenance station had to be sealed off after the deeper part of Crater Lake proved too dangerous for the general public. Only veteran Penkies are allowed to work the deep trenches as they already have their best days behind them. Scary. What is this? Hi! Hi, Coco! It waves at us. Oh wait, I want this button. Oh god, which button? This one. Oh heck yeah, mistake. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thief, hi, welcome. This looks cute. It's basically Pokemon Snap. Basically, yeah. Hi. Nothing blew up. No, you're good. Thank you, Mod. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This game got dark fast. I know. No, it's just flood. It's just in chat for me and the mods. Nobody else should be able to see the mod like actions that you take during stream. The Coco seems to be completely disassembled when it's in its impenetrable shell. While it jumps out, it puts itself back together in an instant, not visible to the naked eye. It's so cute. Okay. I missed that pile of leaves. Or kelp or whatever that is. There's so many of these little info stations. The algo is not, as one might suspect, a single organism, but small groups of algae that cluster together. The groups seem to lose all their unique aspects and become one, a true marvel of nature. What is this? I haven't even seen that one yet. I don't. Oh, there it is. Cute. Oh, it like blossoms. I love it. Okay. Let's get our grabby hand ready. Dun, 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 dun. Hi. It's having us pick a direction. I'm just going with whatever the preset one is. No, you don't. Oh god, what was that? Poropick? Hello? Oh no! I'm sorry! But also, look at these cute bubbles. Moebio? What? Crab? Okay, alright, this is a little scary. Everyone calm down. Everyone just started yelling at me for no reason. I don't know what happened. What's that? Oh, that was so cute. Come back. I think we're gonna come out of the water. We're not gonna see it. No, we missed it. Is it gonna surface? Ooh, these are cute though. I think we get a flute later because we keep seeing these signs with almost like ocarina directions on them. Instructions. Okay, that didn't. That's a hat box that we want. Oh, too far away. Okay. I'm missing some stuff. Prop. Cute. We have 20 pictures left. I think the levels get longer even though I get more film to work with. Oh, can I sit on this little bench? With a magnificent view of Crater Lake, Sir Rubertus Penko often contemplated the park's promising future, sitting on this very bench. A historic monument. Can I take a picture of the bench? I don't think that will do us any good. Hi, Coco. You're cute. Oh, hello. Dave. Hi, Dave. What's this? Oh, that's an artifact. Excellent. I think that's the end. I like this one. Oh, hi. Hi, Dave. I like that some of them are just Dave and Doug and Dragon jump scare soon. Oh no. I want that to come and hang out with us. Come hang out with us. Alright, well, we're done with the level, so let's pick our photos. I just really like this music. A couple cute pictures of Coco. Oh, do we like the one with the shell sitting on either side of it, or where it's poking out of the shell? I kind of like this one. Da, 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 da. We got a new stamp. There it goes. Da, da, da. Crab, coral pick, and then we got a sad one after it deflated. And this one, and this one. We took a lot. Good. We're getting the hang of this. Reminded of the game Bug Snacks. I've heard of Bug Snacks. I've seen only a tiny bit of it, but I had some friends who really liked it. Exploring, looking for odd creatures. Is it photos in that game too? Artifact. Ba-da-da-doo. Okay. Stamp. Da-da-da-da-da. Yay, we can pause. We have a little thing where we can stop for a minute. That's so helpful. We need to use the speed up one too, because that will help us get that one giant fish that we saw. I have it on PS5, but I've only seen it played. I know it's very weird. Yeah. I might have to check it out sometime. Alright. Right back to it. Crater Lake. In this part of the park, you took pictures of 14 out of 31 Penkos, collected 1 out of 12 Penko artifacts, perfected 1 out of 31 Penkos. We got that switch already, okay. And we listened to that thing. I'm just gonna go right into the water. Whee! I don't know what to do with some of these. Oh, what's that? That is really cute. It's like Mother of Pearl, but not. Man of Clam. That's what the blingo looks like when you disturb it. Oh, switch. Did you feel that? I think we just unlocked a new path. So I think we got enough to... Oh, hang on. Oh, is this an artifact? We've read this before. Artifact. Nice, nice. Progress. Another switch, but we got that one already. Does that open this tunnel down here? I think it does. It's exciting. We're gonna go left this time, hopefully. Okay. Left. This is a little scary. It's kind of narrow in here. Oh, hi. Oh, I wanted to... Okay. Okay, alright. It's fine. Everything's fine. Are you gonna jump scare me? No? Speckle? Okay. Oh god, yes it is. I missed it when it made the noise. They like pop like a balloon. When under threat, the speckle blows up and explodes only to reappear at a safe space a few minutes later. Mistake, thank you. Remember to hydrate. Oh, wine and Wii Shop music. Oh my gosh. May. It's good to see you all. These speckles are scarier than I thought they were gonna be. I need to keep a closer watch on one to see what happens when it explodes. Eek! Eek! The screaming! Oh, what is that? A little baby one? Or are you an artifact? You're an artifact. I don't see anything. It's an anglerfish! Take that! Have some pollen. Oh, I was too late. Okay, well, that was no fun. There's a shell or something? Or like a tooth? Oh, hi! You're fun. Doing a little dance. Okay, cute. We still can't grab these. Yeah. That's for Ghost Division, to go to the spooky realm, which seems awesome. Here's some little shrimps. Glow-in-the-dark shrimp. Okay, nice. Oop, I just saw something walk out in front of us. When exposed from sandy camouflage, the Norel wiggles its ears to emit sound waves at a frequency to confuse nearby creatures. Okay, this is a cooler photo, and then there's something behind this. The Norel. Weird. 16 photos left. What's that up there? There we go. A little egg. Yeah, we didn't expect to see anglers in this game. All the stress responses are valid. Okay, what else is coming for us? We didn't see that giant fish this time. It's also kind of murky right here. Oh, you're cute. Frosh. This is an artifact. Oh, I didn't do that at a good spot. Euphonio? Just a skeleton arm? That seems fine. Okay, alright. Pinky, you're not scared? Okay, if you're not scared, I'm not scared. That wasn't a good picture, but I didn't see a way to get closer yet. Is this that other exit we saw before? Oh, that's something we already got. Okay, yeah, this is the one. This is the other one. Same stop sign, different path that we took. Soul, thank you for the host. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Sorry our alerts are nuked today. Yeah, there was a lot going on that round. This is Man Clam dancing. Cute. New stamp. This is Blingo. This is Issy, looking very angry. And this is Speckle, looking very sad. And then Speckle looking very distressed. Shaboo before it becomes an anglerfish. Shaboo after it becomes an anglerfish. Kelsey. Looking happy. Kelsey doing a dance. Do we like this one? Yeah, that's cute. Gato. Narelle. And then I took a bunch of pictures of Narelle. I don't know, flying around, singing. Here's Frosh. Here's Euphonio sleeping. Oh, we got 2 stamps this time. Heck yes. Here's Euphonio singing. Wooblorn completely obstructed by grass and sleeping. We need a better picture. And a bunch of artifacts too. This like pearl egg thing. Speckle fossil. The Shaboo tooth. Is this a Gato egg? A snorkel. Cute. An arm. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Ghost Division! We can go to the spooky realm! Oh, it's scary! Shoot spirit markers with the grappling hand to enter the spooky realm. Who knows what you might find? Ghosts. Okay. There, we got one more. Now we get a flute. Oh no, we get Zoom. Nice. Zoom Plus. Spooky realm, let's go. Look at our little friend wearing the snorkel. That's so cute. Okay. I feel like we perfected a couple of Penkos that round, because we got all of their poses. Took pictures of 22 out of 31, collected 7 out of 12 artifacts, perfected collection of... Oh, 3. Okay, not bad. We got the gravity suit. Penky got the gravity suit, yeah. We've got good progression. Alright, we're looking for spirit realm markers. That's our priority this round. So we can see a new area. What's that level of Pokemon Snap where you kind of go to a spirit realm? That one's really fun. It's like this foggy forest or something. I want to get better pictures of this tardigrade. Oh, that's not how we do it. Alright, spirit realm, spirit realm. Well, we got this before. Aha! Here's our first one. Ready? Okay. I mean, I don't know what I expected. Oh, it just happens for a second, but we didn't see any creatures. Interesting. I'm a huge Pokemon fan, really huge. I have to confess I've never played Pokemon Snap game. Oh, I don't know how to feel about like recommending them to Pokemon lovers. I have deep fondness for it because of how much I played it as a kid. I was just so into it. I would wake up on a Saturday morning super early and play the game, like the story mode, the whole way through. I loved it. But if you don't have that attachment to it, I don't know how it holds up. Especially if you love the normal Pokemon games where you like progress through all the towns and fight the gym leaders or challenge the gym leaders. It's so different. Oh, Sykes, hi, welcome in. It's good to see you. Yeah, if you wanted to try one that's not the $60 brand new Pokemon Snap, I don't know how easy it is to find the original these days too. I don't know if people do people emulate Pokemon Snap for N64? I feel like that would be a hard one. If you're into Pokemon for the cute, get it. Exactly. For the cute, for the poses, for the different habitats and environments. Yes. What new path are we getting here? Let's go this way. Okay, this seaweed is blocking our view here. There we go. Much better. I hear bubbles. Oh, it's the Moebos. There's another hat box. What's this? Let's throw pollen into it. I feel like I'm hearing some really weird noises and I don't know what to do. We're not getting very many pictures this time. Oh, you're so cute. I'm all for Pokemon cuteness and weirdness, just never got to it because I don't have an N64. Yeah. That's a hang up. Sadly. Oh, I can't throw these far enough. Okay, that didn't work anyways. We just have to get to them before they go underground. Oh, where's that one whale? That was over here, right? By this, like, bridge? Or was that the other path? Oh, hello? Oh, that's the other side of this Wooblorn that we saw from the path over yonder. Can I see anything else before we go on land? No, this was just a more chill round. I was expecting to see more opportunities to go to the spirit realm. Emulation is playable, but accuracy varies. Oh, I mean for that specific game. If the accuracy is good for Snap. It's on the Wii U Virtual Console. Oh, interesting. That could be good. That was one hell of a ride. That wasn't a very good round. It's a slightly more close-up version. These are still not 3 stars. It's basically the exact same photo. Here's the pebble. Pebble. More hats? Oh, that's cute. A little bubble hat. A little octopus hat. Well, we got 2 stamps last time and no stamps this time, so we're slowing down. Do you all want to go back and do one of the original courses, one of the earlier ones, and try to find the spirit realm? Maybe someday we'll get Switch Online for N64. I know, that would be amazing. I'll keep my fingers crossed. I'm not gonna count on it though. I wonder how we get all the different poses for Penky. Let's go back to this level and see if we can get into the spirit realm. And also, did we ever have pollen for this area? I don't know that we did. I think we just had the little grabby hand. Speaking of grabby hand. Did we have this hat already? Can't throw it far enough. Oh, I knocked it into the water. I'm sure it's fine. I think it's a beautiful lily pad creature. Look at this cute snail. Hi. Do you like pollen? Spirit realm. Oh my god. Okay, I missed the opportunity for the spirit realm, but it was worth it. We're coming back to this level to throw pollen at everything. Oh, you're dancing. Dan, 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 dan. Llama, thank you for the host. I appreciate it. Oh, we never... Oh god, wait, hang on. Oh, it's mad that I took its bones. Oh, it was a cute mad creature though. Oh, I guess I picked this path. I was distracted. Hello? I don't think I can get these with pollen. No, they just float around. Can we throw pollen at those big flowers? Oh, pretty! Aww. Who made that noise? Oh, I bet these lily pad... Are these creatures? No? Okay. Tromp. Hello. We're finding so much new stuff. I'm ready for these fishies. Oh, that wasn't actually that good of a picture. Where, and I haven't seen the spirit realm, even though we came all the way back to find it. Let's go hang out with Wamu. Ooh, it doesn't like that at all. Fair. Aha! Grabby hand. Ooh, what are you? Ghost. So it's little ghosts of the Penki, the guides. We in a painting? I guess, kind of. What was that noise? You don't like this either? Okay, I guess I can't wake up that spider. Like them more than Zubats? Yeah. Off to do family things, keep Max company while I'm out? Okay, we will do. I just gave him dinner. Oh, here, this is who we woke up earlier. Cute. Oops. Why must there always be spooters? We got through it pretty quick. I don't think I can... Because when I make it over that fence, it goes too far. Okay, this is not going well. Alright. Let's see how we did. Shanog the snail. Adorable. Adorable. Dancing double. Which one do we like better? It cuts off his hand on that one. Oh, but this one cuts off the foot. No, I still like this one. Time is a Yakuza cameo. No, less scary, less scary. Look at this cutie. Bobok. I like this one. Yaga, Shromp. Oh, we can take a bunch of pictures of Shromp, apparently. I'm gonna skip this one. This is so close up, but I'm keeping it. Ooh, here's our first ghost picture. Hey, Jim, welcome in. These are all really cute. Oh, this one, it's singing, though. New hat. Oh, cute. New artifact. Scary. I still like the little octopus. Anyone else get thrown into someone else's stream from here? Wait, really? What? Oh, it's fine. There's been so much weird stuff happening with Twitch. I've heard of people like hosting streams, but not meaning to host a stream. We just had another one of these. I'm gonna do this again really quickly. That shouldn't do too much because I think the only follows today have been new. So sorry if you're new today. It's not a usual day for us to keep having to go into follow only mode for the chat, but just one of those things. You haven't had that happen? Okay. Let's do the volcano level. Oh, let's check our stamp. Oh, we have a whole new level. Okay, I kind of want to try that. Ancient village. Have there been lots of bots today, Nandy? Yeah. Yeah, earlier. Also, hi, Nandy. It's good to see you. Love to be online in 2021. It could... I don't know. Yeah, it is what it is. We're learning. Bots of lots today. Thank you, Hylian. Welcome to the old Penky village, home of my ancestors. This is where Penky folk culture started, so this place contains a lot of important monuments. I already see it, somebody over here. Grillo. Somewhere nearby must be the Shivering Crypts. Only the most important Penkies were buried there. Oh, scary. Beware, Penko Park takes no responsibility for any tragic incidents that may happen. Okay, well, thanks. Oh, look at you. You're so happy. Oh, bye. You got one shot and then you left. What's that? Oh, I can't knock this down until the dialogue is over. It's about to get very cold, so don't forget to put on your warmest hat, and let's try to avoid getting caught in a blizzard. Great! This one is named Mama. Cute. Okay. Adorable. There's so much stuff. Like, I think the way they do the layering in this is so interesting. It is kind of like a pop-up book. Oh, there's a hat. Oh, I missed it. Grab the hat! Is this a warm hat? Oh, we won't know until later. Rogan? There was a switch, too, that I missed. Do we get to pick two different paths here? No. Oh, hi. You have your winter coat on. Rio means cricket in Spanish? Nice. Okay, this is really loud. There's a blizzard. Can I lower the stream game volume really quick? Is that better? I had a really strange moment playing Diablo 3. There's a thunderstorm in game. The first flash of lightning lined up with a shutter click. Oh no. Confusing. This won't last. This storm sound effect won't last forever. Before us lie the ruins of the long-lost Penky culture. Once a proud, vibrant place full of life, now only rocks and ice remain. Sad. On the left, you can see the entrance of the sealed Penky temple. On the right, the path leads to the former heart of the village. That's really loud. Like, too much. Can't see anything at all. No critters. You're cute. Trep. Okay, I think we're back to normal now. It was just across that bridge that it got too loud. Hey. There's some switches up there. Oh, hi! Hi, Mama! I didn't know it was in there. Before the park's great modernization, Penkies used to worship the sages in these forgotten temples. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to stop the cart. Let's keep going. This is Poe. I don't know what that was. Oh, get out of the menu. I want to click this thing. Worship of the baby was very common among older generation Penkies. Thankfully, it was forbidden after the Great Resocialization Act of '53. What? What? What are you talking about? Who's behind us making noise? Who's whispering? Apparently there was something over there I could grab. A lot of monsters that are hiding from us. Ooh, and screaming and making noises. Okay, apparently I can't. That one's shaped like a little brick. That's not doing anything. Hi? Hi? The music. Oh, it got scary and I missed that spirit realm place. Oh god. Oh god. Too much happening. Depiction of the 3 Penky sages. They represent loyalty, kindness, and perseverance. Okay, there's Ghost Realm, but I think we missed the opportunity to see the ghost in that area. Hello? Oh, I couldn't even get a picture of that because we were in the Ghost Realm. During their sleep cycle, the beetrock buries itself in a warm, moist, earthen grave. Only its head stays above the ground, glowing dimly when predators are close. What a strange area. I can't keep up with this one. Hello. Robertus. That's the park founder. Hi. Are you chasing me? You have a smile, but you look like you were chasing me for a second there. The sky looks pretty. Dimitri. Oh, bye. And there was somebody down there, too. Egret. Jean. There's so many new ones. I wonder if this has the most so far that we've seen. Oh, hi. Okay, that was cute. There's another spirit realm. Oracle. I think that was the one we saw before, but I missed my chance to take a picture of it. The statue of the great Earl Penky was built to remember all that he had done for the park's success. His sacrifice is never to be forgotten. Oh, hello? Oh, the noises in this area are so scary. Look, you were just on the other side of me. Now you're over here. You're jumping around. Is Penky the only ghost who speaks human? I guess so, yeah. None of the other ones really talk to us or communicate with us. This ride ends here, but your journey does not. Hi. Okay. Mama. Mama with eyes open. Rogan. Trep. Trep sleeping. Oh, I should have taken a better picture of Trep sleeping. Poe being scared. Poe being adorable. This one's called a Kekes? I don't know. Stein. The brick. Bricko, the brick. Bricko, the brick. Being alert and awake. We got a new stamp. This is Wendy Gunt. The names. Who wrote all these names? Beetrock. Jubdrup. Bricko the Brick is a good name. Robertus. Dimitri. Egret. Jean. Gelati. We only have like one option for most of these, so I just picked the one that we took. Tough. New hat. Oh, that's adorable. The little knit hat. New stamp. Penko wand. Press B to select and use R to play songs. Now we can play songs. Discover secret passages, creatures, and more. Very cool. Oh, that one flipped upside down when it plays the song. I don't know if that's real. Do we want to go back there? I think so. With our winter hat. There's like a fly, I think, in here. Go away, fly. In this part of the park, you took pictures of 20 out of 37 Penkos, collected 1 out of 13 artifacts, perfected collection of 0. No perfection. No, 0 perfection. That's okay. We found the wand. Select with B and start by pressing RB. You can play notes using R. Now play the sequence. You did it! That song was called The Song of Earl Panky. Try unlocking all the songs and see how Penkos react to them. Oh, is... Jim! Is that what those little, stones are at the different spots along the way? Because usually when we start, there's one that has the crown symbol on it, and that's when you play the Song of Earl Panky. It's also some Zelda vibes! They gave us an ocarina, yeah. Oh, it's so cute. Okay. We'll be on our way now. There's Mama again. Here, I want a better picture of Grillo. But I don't have the song memorized. I'm not sure how that works out. If you're supposed to... Oh, it shows it right there. Nope, I messed it up. It's so cute. So this is gonna be a song right here, probably. A song of winter or something. Right? Maybe? I don't know. Oh, we're gonna get the blizzard noises again. It's loud. It seems quieter this time, maybe? Maybe not? Got an artifact. Oh, that's what we wanted, was this lever. Weird. This area is so strange. Oh, there's Poe again. Did we get this lever? Yeah, it's down. I think if we get enough, that'll open up. Worship of the baby. What? Oh, and there's a couple of spots for Ghost Realm that we missed. I want to catch those this time if we can. I think there's one in this little kind of garden area with all the bricks. And these, we couldn't figure out, oops, how to make the, these bushes. We weren't able to get them to move around or anything. Okay, here we go. spirit realm. Where's the little ghosty? I don't see it. Was it up there? Do we have to hit it again? Oh, it's gone now. Interesting. What's this? The baby. The schneck is usually hidden in its well, but luring it out is well worth it. It's known to be intrigued by the trance-like dance of a bricko. What? Okay, we got the bricko to dance last time. Right? No? Maybe not? Alright, we messed that up. Oh, I don't know what that thing said either. This thing, the Oracle, is really creepy! What are you doing, bud? What are you doing over there, bud? Looks like you need some help. Oh, what? Oh, what's that? Oh, nothing. Just kidding. Do you want to listen to your song? Did that do something for you? No? Did that do something for you? No. This level, it has a lot of stuff I don't know what to do to get the ghosts to come out. Here, we're gonna go hang out with a bunch of Dimitris. Hello. Do you dance to this? You're the one that sings it? I don't think I realized that. That's so cute. You're doing like a little stretch up there. Is that a new pose? Oh no. Oh, it's telling me to choose a path. I don't think we went left last time, did we? Or maybe we did. Oh, also, heck. Oh, I got it. I didn't zoom in very much, but we got it. Jeanette. The statue of the great Earl Penke was built to remember all he'd done for the park's success. The sacrifice is never to be forgotten. Earl Penke. That's gotta do something, right? No? But this is your statue. Oh well. I think that's a better photo of a sleeping Trep. Ooh, that tough thing is... That mountain is really angry now. I don't think I can see it from here. Okay, some progress. We can go learn more songs from the other levels now, I think. Is what we can do with our new... Yeah, our new flute. Exactly, psyched. Let's check out those pictures. So now we have a picture of Jim. This weird picture of Oracle. Jub drup. This is basically the same picture we already have, but that's okay. I don't like this one better than the one we have. This is a new pose, right? Yeah. I think this is the same picture we already have. This is a new pose? Yeah. Ghost. Better picture. A new hat. A little acorn cap. Okay. Let's revisit the volcano. We haven't been back there in a little while. And I think we can learn a song, hopefully. It's hard to keep track of the different directions. I think that was something that was really difficult with the new Pokemon Snap as well. I think it's even harder in this game to remember, like, oh, do I go left or go right? Which way shows me which type of creature. Hello. You're hiding behind that stone. Okay, so the stones disappear when we play the song that corresponds with whatever symbol. That's the same picture we had before, but I think maybe that one was slightly better quality. There's those little red things in the lava there. Oh, it made a noise and we missed it. We'll go left, sure. The sound effects are quite cute. Yeah, the sound design's really good. Really, really good. You seem distressed. I'm sorry. I did it for the photo album. I don't even know if that's a good reason. Ooh, Spirit Realm. Can we reach it from here? Ooh. So far away! Oh, okay, we have that pose. What about you? More spiders? Cute! We didn't have that yet. Oh! Oh, I missed it. I think I just got its little ear. See, we don't have a volcano song yet, but that's what this is telling us to do. Yeah, exactly. Just its little head poking up out of the top there. It's a creature we already have, but it's a new pose, I think. I'm just gonna keep going. Looking for songs and spirit realms. Oh, there's a hat. Ta-da! I don't know if you do any other poses. Do you all like the song? I don't know that the songs do anything other than at the, like, the rocks that have symbols on them. Spirit songs, yeah. Thanks for the posture check. Happy to report I managed to watch one of the lectures from yesterday for metamorphism, so gonna give myself a spooky wholesomeness break by watching more of this. Nice. Oh, look at that. You're in a special formation. I feel like this is something. Oh, that's a Turfo? They told us about these. Hello? Okay, the grass is blocking you, but now we know what to do. Oops. Oh, here's another one. Yay! Cute. It's asking me to pick a path. I guess we're going left. That's fine. Oh, no, we wanted to go right because that's a place we haven't been yet. Oh well. I forgot. Ghosts? Oh, there it is. Okay, that's new. Hi. This creature is the one that pokes its head up in that other room that we haven't seen yet. We haven't seen that pose yet. I feel like you all would want to dance, right? Yeah! Cute. Oh, it has a sign with a crown on it. Well, I mean, we figured it out anyway. 'Cause they sing when you come through here. Hi. Oh, did you do something too for that song? Oops. Maybe not. What would a lava centipede be called? I wonder. Lavapede sent to lava? Yeah, something like that. Hi, Oracle. Welcome in. Oh. And then it goes to the lake. I hope you can't see this fly flying around on stream today. Sorry about that. The ride ends here, but your journey does not. On Pokemon, they're called Centiskorch. We'll see it in a second. What they call it in this game. This is the same Doug photo. It's very cute and very up close. This is a new expression. Spirits! Crabble. Looking distressed. This! We got this! Just the ears poking over. A pet frog would be very useful for pesky flies, yeah. That's a better photo this time because we have a better zoom on our camera. Oh, this still counts as a picture even though it's a turpo, like, hiding. And then I like this one. There's another spirit. This isn't any better than the last one, but I kind of like that pose. Waha! So enthusiastic. I don't think this is better than the one we already have. The hats get cuter every time. Whoa. Although that's kind of terrifying the way, because it's got the holes where I thought it was just eyes, but now it's like wearing its eyes on its head. Okay, alright. Slightly unsettling. We got a cart boost upgrade. The next upgrade is stop the cart, unlimited stopping whenever you want. Nice. And then something that we haven't unlocked yet. Cool. I want to go back to the first level because I swear there's another song written on the wall somewhere. But I don't remember where or how. so sad. Nipper? And it tells you, my webcam is blocking, it tells you how many poses there are. So there's 3. Oops. But I can't use this until after we head out. Oh, that's where one of those snails is. Okay, it enjoyed that. There, we got a 3-star. Oh, that's the song right there! Oh no, I got distracted! Go back! Okay, well we had to play a song, but now we need to learn another song. Shoot! It's okay. It looks derpy if you imagine the eye holes being their nose. Oh! I feel like I can't see it. But I also have a lot of other things like on in my peripherals. Where's... Oh, hi! Oh, I need to zoom in. And not be so quick with the shutter. I think we're gonna... I always think we're gonna run out of time. That's why that happens. Oh. Oh, we have that artifact already, I think. You want a different song. A song that we don't have yet. I guess we can cart boost for a little bit. I want to go to the right this time. Oh, did we... Oh my god. We ran out of time? No. Is the right the one that goes through those leaves? How do we go down there? I kind of want to do this over again. We missed so much stuff. We'll go to the right this time. Okay. That one has another pose. The Shromp has a pose we haven't gotten yet. Oh, it did a little flip. Do it again. Oh, we've gotten all the poses for that thing. Oh, we have that pose already. Why is it so scared? Okay. Bam. Oh, we haven't been back in here into this auditorium in a while. It's kind of creepy. Oh, but I didn't see a ghost. Bummer. Mud gunk. Oh, there's a hat. Small. End of the line already. Oh, it liked that. New pose. What about you? Oh, way short. I don't know how much distance you can get on these throws. I don't think it did anything. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button. Oh, thank you for the posture check for me and for everyone. That's cute. Okay. We still gotta start over because there's a song at like the very, very beginning. There's a bunch of little facts. Cloths were first discovered in the Penko Cafe's garbage cans. Afterwards, the park had to be closed for 2 weeks due to serious health concerns. I didn't notice those before. My bad. I was hunched over looking for ghosts. Me too. Keep forgetting to read them. Small. Look how cute. Last words of a visitor. Okay, so let's do that again. And get the song. And get the dang song. We're at 30 out of 36 for this area. 5 out of 13 artifacts. We've perfected 8 out of 36. Gotta be ready with our grabby hand. Cause we're about to learn a new song. Boop. Yay! Did that do something? Did it activate anything? No, not yet. Okay. Proceed. I feel like we haven't taken a picture of this worm since the very beginning. Oh, but it only has one picture and one pose. Oops. Did we do this spirit realm already? Yeah. Oh no. I gotta find it sooner because it goes behind the cliff there. Oh, okay, look. I think now I'm starting to notice the sound cues. It did that little flute trill right when we need to look for a flute symbol, right? Tiny helper ghost sounds like a happy grub, yeah. Okay. Oh, it didn't seem to like that too much. Okay. So far, okay. Now that we've been playing for a couple hours, compared to... Oh, we'll just go this way again. Like Pokémon Snap and Maravilla Island, I love that this one tells you as you're photographing what it is that you're missing. I feel like that's never happened before. Ooh. Oh, it didn't like that. That's cute. Oh, did I want to go this way? Did I change it at the last second? Oh well. And this is still on a track, but it doesn't feel maybe quite as rushed. I don't know. I'm not sure if it feels rushed or not. Oh, an egg. Whereas Maravilla Island is a totally different experience. Where you can get out and walk around. And, I don't know. It's got a whole different vibe. Hi. Hello. Go where I can see you. Oh, alright. That thing is still making noises behind us. How do I wake you up? Oh, there's a flute thing somewhere, but I want to get this a better picture of you while you're sleeping. Oh, maybe it wasn't a flute thing? I don't know then. Octopus pupils. Exactly, they changed their shape. But kept the same. Oh, I got it doing the funny face. Yes. Oh, maybe it isn't the flutes. Maybe that's not what that sound cue is then. I thought I had it all figured out, but I guess not. It's okay. I know, you're yelling over there. This time, I think we need to wait until after we're in the room a little bit more to hit this spirit realm thing. Because last time we did it right away. Hi. And didn't get it. Ready? Let's try it from over here. No? Oh, there you are. Bam! 3 stars. Yeah. But we still didn't get this, whatever that is. Oh, it's a frog foot. Okay. Alright. Here's 3 stars for the sleepy pose. Not bad. Not bad. That was one hell of a ride. Let's check out those pictures. Actually, I don't think it was a frog foot. It might be... kind of looks like our grabby hand. But that's not what the Penky's hands look like, so I don't know. This is the same picture that we already have, pretty much. I took a bunch of pictures of this worm. So weird when the trophies are limbs. Yeah, it's pretty weird. Wait. Oh, okay. Yeah, I wanted to replace that one because it was 3 stars. Ooh. This is 3 stars. Do we like this one or this one? This one. And this is the special one, making this face. This is a little hiding Moru. We need to figure out how to get a special face that it makes. Oh, this is the same picture, just slightly closer. I thought we didn't have that yet. Oh, it's a capo hand? Creepy. Oh, we're so close to the next stamp. Look! We were like 1 point away. Tag yourself, I'm Burlub. I can flip through these. Do you want to see everything we've done so far? Babok. Schnog. Double. Koik. Nopli. Agog. Omomo. Oh, we need a better picture of Omomo curled up in a ball. Eiko. Yaga. Can I pick these up and look at them? Yeah! At night, unsuspecting visitors often mistake it for a beautiful woman. What? How? It looks like a tree. Burl bub. Cute. The weirdest omelet I've ever eaten. Penko Park visitor. Looks like a dress? Maybe. Making a play on baby Baba Yaga. Oh, what is that, Nandy? I feel like maybe it's vaguely familiar, but I'm not sure. And table, welcome in. Hello, hello. People also mistake me for a beautiful woman. Then yeah, tag yourself. You're Yaga. Always watching, always judging. Its skin is wrinkled from frequent bathing. It's very adept at advanced pottery. These are so cute. I love small. So cute. Until you take its picture and then it does that. And look how cute it is when it's asleep. Baba Yaga is a witch from folk tales, lives in a hut with chicken legs. I don't know how much more than that off the top of my head. Interesting. Oh, these are the ones we're missing. Bago and Buranchi. Contrary to popular belief, its juices are actually quite tart. You're small. Here's Naphtali. I just hate it and its beady little eyes. Oh, it's cute, kinda. This is the spider one, Nafo. Bigger than it needs to be. They've been seen whispering forbidden truths into unsuspecting ears. Also known as Papa Greg among park staff. The higher it jumps, the worse it gets. Where there's a hole, there's a slonko. Where do they come from anyway? Do they grow on trees? They look like little peaches. Only part of a Perko that cannot be digested. Oh god. I like this one. Can I have some forbidden truths? Yeah, whisper in our ears. Papilio. If it starts telling sad tales about a forgotten past, cover your ears and mouth. And Grow is one we also don't have yet. Held accountable for over 86% of structural damages to Penko Cafe. Mud Gunk, so slimy. Coughs were first... Oh, we read this one. First discovered in Penko Cafe's garbage cans. Afterwards, the park had to be closed for 2 weeks due to serious health concerns. Oof. Whatever you do, don't follow in its footsteps. Long considered a myth, the banana's blood-curdling mating calls are considered an ill omen. Banana. That's all of them. For that level. We learned a new song. Do we think that all the different songs are at the start of all the different levels? Maybe? I feel like that's my goal for today, is find all the different songs. In this part of the park, you took 28 out of 32 Penkos, collected 6 out of 13 artifacts, perfected collection 5 out of 32. Oh, we played this song here, right? Yeah, there's a buddy hiding back there. Hi. Okay, that completes the Lobo collection of photos. No, wait. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I want this. Oh no, it's gonna explode! These are really cute though. I can't get a 3-star of that one. I need a better quality picture of that one. I guess we're going to the right. Need all the creatures in emote form. There's so... I think there's now 142 is what the DLC info said. There's a lot of new creatures. Did we stop and listen to this thing? This mushroom cave seems to be part of a larger network of oversized fungi harboring many... Oh, yeah, we did. I don't think we've ever gotten this one, right? This is the one that I kept getting distracted. Come on. Poke your little head over the side. There you go. Hi. Dude. Not close enough. That's okay. Gotta catch them all. Gotta snap them all. Yep. Hi, Doug. What a cutie. I haven't seen the song instructions. Are we taking the wrong path, maybe? Gotta find the songs. The flute songs in Pokemon Snap, they just teach you those, right? I don't think you have to do anything extra to unlock them like you do in this game. I hear you snoring. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna pause real quick. The mountain angle reminds me of the weird aliens you can see in Mario Galaxy that you never interact with and the game never mentions. I don't remember the aliens in Galaxy. Maybe I never got to that part. Galaxy was real good though. Is one of these a song? No? Show us the music. Oh. I think we finished this, yeah, collection. Oh, here. This I can use to take a picture of something. Hi. That's new. Thanks, Doug. Looking pretty. Looking fabulous. This requires a water song that we don't have. Don't remember Aliens in Galaxy either? Yeah. Oh, there's a bunch of songs in that little area. There we go. Did we get this one? I think it was over here, but we didn't get a very good photo of it. Oh, no. Hello. Go to the right. I think I got it in time. This is new. We haven't done this path yet. They're like black shadows hidden in the distance. Ooh, creepy. Oh, look, this one's sleeping. Okay, hang on. I don't think we have a sleepy picture of you yet. But otherwise, I don't know that we saw anything new over here yet. Water song. Oh, and then this meets up with the regular path. Huh, interesting. Maybe that's the only place you could get a picture of that one guy sleeping. Hi. You're always special. I wonder if there's something else. We have to make, oops, that's not what I meant to do, sorry. There's something else we have to do to make that one do a different pose, the spink. Okay, but that's the end of the level for now. Trav, hi, welcome in. It's good to see you. There's a whole urban legend around them? I'm gonna have to look that up. Goodness. We're gonna evaluate our photos. If you're just coming in, we're adding to the album. This one's brand new. This distressed Lobo. This whole page is finished. That was awesome. Oh, here's our little plop. But this still isn't a 3-star. We need an even better one. And this is a 2-star, so an improvement on the last one. Is this a new pose? Yeah. Oh, this is only 2 stars? We got a new Doug photo. We got all the ghosts. Sure. New pose. 2 new hats. A volcano hat and a fungus hat. That was a lot. But no new song. But we did get the ability to stop whenever we want, which is awesome. I'm gonna have to look up where to get the songs eventually, because I don't know where that one would have been. Dun, 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 dun. I think this is the level we've done the least so far. Oh, here's our crown. It's hiding over there, though. Oh, a hat. Splash. Alright. You know the drill. Looking for songs and the spirit realm. And places we can play the songs that we already know. Oh, I should see... Oh, we have, not a good picture of you hiding? You wanna hide again? There we go. Hope we don't find Sarah's, yeah. Oh, maybe one of these songs is behind the algae. I didn't even think of that. We didn't see the spirit for that one. I don't know where it is. Tricky, tricky. We've got a super zoom for these now. Oh, we already have a 3-star photo anyways. There's a place to play a song that we don't have. Let's go to the right. Ta, hello, welcome back. You're neato. Huh. It's a cute seal. Song, song, song. Where are the songs? I don't know. We have 3 stars for that. What is it focusing on? Oh! That big fish. Oh, it wants me to pick a direction? I guess left? Hmm. What's in there? Oh, what are you doing? Oh, I missed it. Did you see that thing over there? What was that? Oh, a pebble. We've seen those before. We need one a little bit closer up. No, we didn't get it. Wow. No songs. But we went, what, left and then left again? So now we have to do it and go. There's so many branching paths. I think they show you these maps too, but I'm gonna have to remember that I can stop wherever I want to now because reading the maps, I wish they gave you like a mini map maybe that you could just open. I don't think they do. Back to album. No. But we can stop as long as we need to. I haven't seen this spot with a song yet. Splash. And this is the end. I wonder if there's one on that part that's on land. There might be. Oh, too many choices. We took like 4 pictures. I like this picture though. This one is so far away. Can't even see it. How are we supposed to get a 3-star picture of this one? I'm just zooming all wrong, I guess. This one's too close up. Mom's here. Hi, Mom. Welcome in. I feel like you would like this game. We'll skip that one. We got a new hat. No, it turned us into an anglerfish. That is really cute, though. I want to do that one again. I feel like we missed so much. So should we go left and then right? Should we go right at the first fork? Here's our map. Okay. So we went left. Wait. Through this little tunnel, I guess? It's confusing. Oh, we should go right and then right so that we go across the part that's on land. I want to see that part. Oh, there's something poking its head up there. I never noticed that before. Do it again. There's always stuff just when you're not looking. Okay, I think we missed our window of opportunity. Kersplash. Number high, welcome. Is there another pose for this critter? Yeah, when it's not asleep. We haven't gotten it to not sleep yet. Or to wake up. And pollen doesn't wake it up. So I'm not sure. Let's keep going. Oh, wait. Oh, hi. Is this just a good spot for close-up photos? But we have that one. Okay. Continue. Proceed. Do we have... Yep. Oops. We have pictures of these clams aplenty. We have that artifact already. We couldn't get this one, right? We didn't get this spirit? I do not know where it is. I feel like it must be further this way. Oh, there it is. Oh, just missed it. Okay, I need to wait longer. But now we know. That's good. And now we're gonna go to the right. And then the right again. Oh, last time maybe... Yeah, we went left through the tunnel. Right? I don't know. I thought we went this way last time too. I can't keep track. What are those bubbles? Are they coming from a critter underground or something like that? Could be, maybe. I know, not a lot is happening. We're waiting for very specific events. Oh, goodness. Okay, we want to go to the right again. But I want to take a picture of you. There we go. And then this should bring us up on land. Oh, we already know what pollen does here. So how do I get your other pose? I don't know. I'm just gonna let you hang out for a minute. You. Come back. Oh, come back. No, they're so fast. They're so sneaky. Ah, hi. Okay, that was really cute. So there's one with its, where you can see the creature inside of its mouth. Splash. And, one where you can't. Here's our new song, finally. These guys are cute. Okay. Left, down, right, left, up. Left, down, right, left, up. New song. They make those so hard to find. You have to really go back in and trace your paths. Sleepy. This is a cute one. Nika, hi, welcome. Miss the human. I'm good, how are you? There's also a special pose for whatever this Yeto. But we haven't found it yet. Do you like pollen? You're awful far away for me to throw this at you. Yeah, that didn't quite land. It was still win in the water. I don't think that's the answer. And we learned these don't come out when there's pollen, right? But you have 2 other poses that we've never been able to get. Maybe there's an informational thing on them somewhere. On a high, been to my first concert since December 2019. Nice. I'm glad it was a good time. Good correction. You time traveled for a moment there. Oh, hey, here's another hat. I love that we can stop now. This is so great. We can just hang out. It puts on a little hat and dances around. Oh my god. And there's one taking a snooze on the water. Stop it. This is me, I'm Frop. Just having a little dance party. Oh, here's about to be the special pose that they do. 'Cause we're gonna play the flute. More hats! Party hat. Oh, wait. They all do it? No, just these 3. The grass is in the way. I love it. Oh, here we go. Unobstructed view. No cattails in the way. Oh, perfect. The hats look like bugles. Yeah, kind of. You're right. I feel like there's something special we're supposed to do here. Is this not a, like, spirit realm spot? Oh, it is. Because the ghost must be sitting on the bench? No. Oh, there they are. Oh, but it is the ghost of Rupertus. Hi. You have a pose we haven't found yet. Does it have to do with pollen? The noises! Oh. Okay. Who's left? Are you... Oops, sorry. Are you an artifact? Yeah, we have that one already, I think, though. I still don't know. Oh, we have to play the lava song for these to come out. Look, there's the sign, finally. And this one is hiding. It needs the lava song. What about you? Do you have a cool song? There, I wanted a good pose. And we have to get it flying too, I think. Have to go on Wednesdays. I do private Metroid stream for friends. Okay. Good luck, have fun. Bye, Jerry X. Thanks for hanging for this. I know today's stream was a little bit odd at times, but it's definitely taken a turn for the better. This game is too good. Okay, how do I... There we go. I couldn't figure out how to go back on the tracks. We finally got 3 stars on that. We already had 3 stars on that. This is super cute. Is this new? No. This one's new, the sleepy one. These are so good. The dancing frop. The sleeping frop. The other dancing frop. Yeah, that one's my favorite. This one right there. There's a ghost. Here's a critter making a silly face. Here's a new hat. Oh, interesting. Okay, so now we have the water song. Which level is your favorite so far? Which level is my favorite? Well, now the water one because it has Frop, and Frop is my favorite, so there you go. May I ask, is this game? It's one of the many reasons I love your streams. Whenever I join, you're always playing some strange random game. If you do the command that's in the stream title, ! Penko, it's called Penko Park. It's literally just Pokemon Snap, but with kind of cute, kind of creepy ghosts and monsters. And that's it. Thanks, Llama. You like the one with Doug dancing? That's the cave in the first level, I think? Or is that the cave in the volcano level? I also have a hard time telling them apart. I think every level has either like a tunnel or a cave or an underground section. Let's go back and do this one because this one has Doug, and I think now we have places where we can play the water song. Hi. Our guide makes excellent noises along the way. Oh, here, and I said I was gonna pay closer attention to these maps. So, we start out. No matter what, I think we go into a cave. We can either go right, and it's those big mushrooms. I think that's where Dancing Doug is. We can go left, and that's where it's like the spiders hanging from the ceiling, and there's that cloud monster. Oh no, Nico, you're good. It's okay. I put them in the title for people that, like, that's their go-to about the stream, but otherwise, you know, that's why we make the commands, is so you can use them, so no worries. I think we're gonna go right. I don't know, right and then left? Sure. And then next time we can go left and then right. I need to get a better picture of these little blobs. Okay, was that good? Yeah. And now I have to throw pollen at it. Oops, sorry. Oh no! It'll come back, it'll be fine. What about you? What other poses do you have? Oh, you also explode? Oh my god! Its little top, its little hat comes off. Oh, I'm not getting, even though that looks like an excellent picture, I'm not getting full stars for it. At least I thought it was an excellent picture. Okay, I'm biased. Hat flip, yeah. No, wait. Oh, shoot, 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 shoot. I messed up the buttons. Maybe the food is spicy. How is that not 3 stars? Is there like a very specific second I need to get it at? Oh, oh, did we get it? No? There we go. Brilliant. Okay. Not my favorite photo of all the ones that I just took, but that's okay. We're going to the right. Boom, boom, boom. And see here, yeah, it shows you either the mushrooms or that little cage. We're looking for spiders. Unfortunately, for anybody that doesn't like spiders, we gotta take some pictures of them. Who's making that noise? Are you making that noise? That was just you. Ooh, song? 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 Song! Left, 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 up! Okay, something is happening over here. No? You're just stomping the ground. And grunting. I'm glad we got our song. I think we already did the spirit realm part of this room. Doug, I need a picture of you. What pose is this? Oh, this is a special pose. Where do we just get your normal pose? Oh, that was a 3-star. Okay. They're like toast stompers. Okay, that was worth it. I think last time we came through here, I was focused too much on the right-hand side and I missed the song. Because I feel like we went this way last time. And now we have all of the Hilo pictures. Yep. Good, good, good. Our zoom is so powerful. Okay, goodbye. have the Rosalord. We have the, whatever that thing is, that moth. Is that a thing? No? Oh, that toast emote. Ah. Okay, keep going. Oh, there's a spot to play a song. This is new, right? Oh, no, we did that one already because we got the fun jug dancing. Oh. Oh, you have another pose that we don't have. And it's distressed. Oh, we have to play the water song. I'm sorry I have to upset you. Oh, maybe we shouldn't do that before we have to play the song instead of the pollen. Yeah. Oi, oi. Okay, sorry. Let's continue. Well, I messed that up, but that's okay. We know that that creature likes pollen and dislikes the water song. It's too cute. Tubor only has one pose. Oh. That's new. That's the angry pose, apparently. No, we want to go left. We want to go left. I think the flies form a straight line at one point. I don't think I have a picture of it yet. Ooh, also, we need another picture of Goomer. These are difficult to get. It's just barely like on the edge of the screen there. Oh, I forget that I can pause. Here, we can try for this all day. Oh, I missed. Oh no, I guess we got it, but it's just the very corner. I think that's a better one. Where'd those flies go? I might have missed it. I thought I remembered them being up on the corner somewhere. Maggie, hi, welcome. Oh, there they are. Also, is that an artifact? It's like a glass bowl. Okay. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, I think that's all we can do for now. We have all the poses for you. Yes. We don't have all the poses for these critters. That's the normal one. They're so far away. Oh, there we go. Huh. Cute. And then there's one where they're sleeping that we haven't seen yet. Interesting. It's coming right up to us. Oh, I got the grass in the way. It's like so nice that we can stop and look around, but then also the levels take 10 times longer than they would if we didn't stop. I don't know, it's part of the fun. Oh. There's a water song symbol. But I think I have to do this to see what happens with the water song. No, I'm not sure what happened. Oh. There's so much to do here. Okay, let's try again. Maybe it's only when you take the right-hand side path. Maybe we're too far away. Maybe there wasn't a symbol there and I just imagined it. That's fine too. That's the end of the level. I'm tired but home early. Nice. Digging into a bowl of lentils. Nice. If bugs looked more like these guys, I'd be more comfortable with them. Yeah. I don't know that they're bugs, critters. I'm not really sure, but I approve. I like them. They're cute. Oh, this is now a picture of the pose. I like the one we have for that pose. I want the new pose. Yeah, this one. That took us forever. Oh, we got a lot of points for it, though. And this is a new pose. Wow! We have 1,000,000 pictures of Doug in this pose. We got a new stamp. Ooh. And this, look at this one where it's just barely in the corner. We'll pick this one. Skip. New pose. Earl Penke Coliseum? A ticket to the Great Earl Penke Show? What does that mean? Is this a new... Oh, it's a new level. The last level. Should we go? Should we check it out? Wait, we gotta pick a hat first. What's your favorite hat? I like the leaf one. The octopus one. The little flower. Oops, we haven't really worn this mushroom one yet. The eyeball one. Okay, I like them all. The acorn one. Pankies have to wear an acorn cap as a shameful reminder? Oh. Octopus one is good. Are they pink? Oh, they're pink from the area. Okay. Depending on what area you pick them up from, they're a different color. So we have all the hats from the blue, from the water level. Octopus one is good. Yeah. Let's go! Boss level! We finally made it to the Great Colosseum. Look, I will come clean. I brought you here for a reason. Uh-oh. The Great Earl Pinky was long considered a creature of legend. After years of long, difficult exploration in the caverns, they captured it and built this place to present it to a speechless audience. The imprisonment of the Earl Pinky was the beginning of the park's end. Little did they know doing so would upset the balance of all things. The Penkos became unruly, and eventually they had to abandon the park completely. The Earl Pinky, however, was left caged and chained to this day. Sad. I believe it might be somewhere in this area. Please help me find my ancestor. Oh, we're helping. I thought it was gonna be scary. Oh, you look very scared. Oh. What's over here? Oh. It's actually quite cute. So these aren't critters, this is like a stage. I feel like there's only gonna be one Penko in this area then. It's okay, little guy. I think we gotta turn on all these switches. Yeah, there's a bunch around the edges. It's okay. Oh, here's one. I hear it snoring. It's like deep in this little crater. Eek! It's scary. Are these chains gonna break? I like that the switches glow and light up so we can see them better. Can I reach this from here? Ah, it's the Great Earl Pinky! Hi. It's not scary. It's cute. Can we release it from the cage? Can we play different songs to interact with it? Do you like pollen? Oh, okay. Song of... Oh yeah, the Earl Pinky song. There's literally a song with its name in it. Oh, it didn't like that at all. Free from its cage. It has been in there for way too long. Okay, how do I do that? We've got cool music. Now we've got spirit realm things that we can do. Oh, that was only 2 stars. How do I free you? Oh, you look so sad. Oh, we free you by... blowing up the cage? Okay, I'm not very good at this. You have to go... Okay, hang on. Hang on. Oh, you only get so many tries with it? I see how it is. There we go. Don't go for the one so far away, Jen. Wait, does this do anything now? No. Poor little guy. Okay, let's keep going. We need this spirit realm one. Oh, scary. It's gonna give us another one of these. Pow! I almost didn't make it. Wait, so does that mean we already missed our chance because we didn't get this one? Do I have to keep doing this until I hit that one? I don't think I can physically from here. We're gonna have to do this level again, probably. Or maybe it lets us keep going in circles until we free it. That would be cool. Also, there's a speedrun timer built into this game, so clearly there's like a fast boss mode or whatever, quick kill. A quick kill for the boss. A quick freedom. I think there's one more spirit realm? Oh, maybe not, but we can do from here. Shed. This one boulder. Why? It just really doesn't want us to hit this thing from far away. You gotta get close enough. Be free! Oh, it's so happy. You did it! You freed us all. I can dance with my brothers and sisters again. Thank you for all your hard work. Oh, take one last photo of us. Let's capture this moment for all posterity. Of course. Bye. Bye. We did it. Thanks for playing. Oop. Ooh, Llama, I think Yoo-hoo is what you're looking for. A ghost butter game. These are cute. We didn't get these pictures. Oh, my camera is blocking them. Credits. Thank you, makers of Penko Park. This was really, really well done. It's 2 O's. Llama. I love that you can stop after a certain point. You unlock the stopping feature. Oh, I don't even think the Streamlabs alerts are turned on because of earlier. It's okay, Llama. Thank you. I love the items. I love all the artifacts you can pick up. One section with the swirling, like, blizzard snow, the volume was a little too loud. It was slightly unbalanced, but it really wasn't that bad. Special thanks to Ian Livingstone, social media manager and marketing executive. There's the whole team. There's one of the dancing... Look, we got the dancing prop in the final photo. The best critter. It knows that that was my favorite. Penko Park. Cute game. Really, really cute game. I haven't had too many opportunities since I started streaming that we were offered to play a game that I was like, oh yeah, that sounds like it's for me. But this one, I got the email, was like, yes, we have to play this game. It's perfect for me anyways, regardless if I stream it or not. Like, this is right up our alley for the channel too, so glad to share it. I think this was in the Wholesome Direct as well that we watched together. maybe not the original launch of the game, but the fact that it was getting DLC this year. So this is with all the extra creatures and DLC unlocked. Good stuff. What's our completion percent? Oh, we got a new Penky photo. A sleeping girl. Oh, it has earplugs in. That's what we knocked out when we did the pollen. That's pretty cute. Here's an angry one. And then the final one. Oh, we missed one. I guess there was another pose. Oh, the faces on these final ghosts are really good. And we got our own crown! What an amazing journey we had. Keep on exploring at your leisure if you want to. Can you find all the Penkos and their artifacts? That was wonderful. I don't know what we were... I guess we're missing a pose. Here's all the Ghost Realm ones. We only got one in the snow level, one in the water level, 3 in the volcano level, all the ghosts in the forest level. Oh, look at the little... like cover page for this chapter is adorable. Gosh. We're missing a lot still. Oh, there's... okay, it said they worship the baby. Here's the baby. We don't have any pictures of it. I don't know how to get those. Let's do this level one more time and see if we can find the baby. I feel like this ancient whatever level is weird. But we'll give it a try. They worship a baby, apparently, yeah. It's part of the lore. Took pictures of 24 out of 37, collected 3 out of 13, perfected... yeah, we have perfected 0 here. You have a pose we haven't seen yet. But you're asleep. Do you wake up for pollen? No. You have... oh, that's why we haven't gotten all yours, because you run away. Just this level is weird? You're right, all the levels are weird. You have a dancing pose too? I was not expecting that. Thanks, Jim. Sorry, I don't know if that was super loud in the microphone. Hopefully the limiter caught it all. But that caught me off guard. Jim, what? Okay, alright. Let's continue. Let's continue. What are you all about? You have several poses. Oh, you're gonna attack us now. It's kind of cool looking though. Mel, welcome in. How's it going? We're taking pictures of this. All these critters. Oh, there's gonna be a couple songs coming up, I remember. Oh, this fly. Yeah, it's basically Pokemon Snap. It really is. It's on a track, just like Pokemon Snap is. I don't know. It's good fun. Ghostamon Snap, yeah. I think if we go, to the left here. Here's the wind noise that I don't love. But there's gonna be a thing. Sorry, it's a bit loud here. Oh. What does that do? I don't know. Alright, let's keep it moving. This is treacherous. Treacherous. Canonically, do not like being spooked. This is true. I do know this about you. I don't know that this is a terribly scary game, but it does have some little moments where they change their face to like an angry face really suddenly. But they don't come after you. They don't hurt you at all. So that's good. Look at this dude just hanging out. This is called Mama. Mama. And this level also has a baby, which we're trying to find. Here, have some pollen, Mama. Oh! She didn't like that. Oh! She's sending her little minions after me! Okay, look, it's the whole family. Are they growling at us? We got the switch that's in that little hut. Okay. Wow, that was a lot. We have a couple pictures of you. Do you like pollen? That should be the name of some of these levels, is do you like pollen? We're always trying to get the other poses. Yeah, our little tour guide is in a parka jacket. Okay, that's adorable. Here's our tour guide. Aww. Sad Po is sad. And not even flowers will cheer them up. Wasn't this door open before? No, it was never open. We need to find all the switches so we can go see the baby. That's the baby. And this little thing tells us about— oh, they like the water song, maybe? Should we play it from here? No, that didn't do it. Wait, did one of you like the water song? No. I think they're all still angry with us. How do we get in there? Worship of the baby was very common among the older generation Penkies. Thankfully, it was forbidden after the Great Resocialization Act of '53. What? But it won't let us in there. How will we ever learn the ways of the ancient elders? Are you scared? Oh, you're scared. It's okay. Looks like there's a song coming up. Oh, this is how we get these ones to— okay. Alright, I see. Wait, hang on. Right here. Oh, that's totally fine and not horrifying in any way. Here, have some flowers. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button. You might be the scariest we've seen so far. Alright, goodbye forever. Oh, they're all, like, activated now. You have some other poses too that I need to find. Oh. Yeah, okay. Uh-huh. There's the little brick friend. American schools teach about the great re-civilization of 53 of the the Penkies. I can't remember if we figured out this one. This spirit realm one. Oh, they're everywhere watching us. Oh, there's something in this well, too, I think we learned about. The Schneck. We've never seen that. Trance-like dance of a bricko. And we haven't been able to make the bricko dance yet because we don't have the icy song for our flute. I swear, this is all completely sensical. Okay. Let's try this again. Do we remember where this ghosty is? Yeah. Nice, that was good. These little statues. Have we ever done this? Oh, yeah. Depiction of the Penky sages. They represent loyalty, kindness, and perseverance. Very wholesome. Ooh, a pretzel. Schneck bike. Thanks, llama. Yes, exactly. See, we're supposed to play the winter song there, but we don't have it. At least not yet. Oh, that's the weirdest one. I always forget that that one is behind that wall. Here, we're supposed to play the water song. I think of all the levels, this one's definitely the scariest. Are you sleeping? Yeah. Hi. Do you like pollen? I know you're asleep though, so maybe probably not while you're trying to sleep. Do I have all the poses for you? No. Okay, it doesn't care about pollen. It's completely indifferent. How do we get you to wake up? Is there a song to play over here? Bibi is meowing at the door. She would love this game. Okay, cute. Hi, yes, this seems normal. Actually, that's pretty cute. But how is that not the dancing pose? Interesting. There's still another pose. Maybe it had something to do with that sign over there and I didn't read the sign. Oh, hello. I don't think this is gonna work. I think we tried this and I wasn't able to hit a moving target. During their sleep cycle, the bee troc buries itself in a warm, moist earthen grave. Only its head stays above ground glowing. We read that one. So many secrets. I know there's a guy behind that wall, but I think we got all the pictures of it we needed to. Oh, no. Oh, what is happening? Hi! Oh, we're supposed to play... Wait, hang on. A leaf song, I think. Not for you? For somebody else, maybe? Alright, let's keep it moving. Bye. When we finish this level, I'll have BB come say hi. Otherwise, she's just gonna sing at the door for a little bit. Meow. Here's the other bridge. Oh, there's a... That's really sneaky. What is that? I don't even know what that is. Maybe nothing. Semi, thank you for redeeming cat cameo. Oh goodness. She really wants to say hi. Okay, we'll let her say hi. After I throw these flowers at this bug. No? Alright. Then you get the screen! This is dire. She needs to be seen right now. She's insisting. This game has a really easy pause screen, and it's pretty easy to tab in and out of as well. Baby cat, come here. Come here. Oh my goodness. She wanted to go straight for the guitar case, even though the guitar is back inside of the case. That's her new favorite hiding place, is to sneak in and try to burrow into the guitar case. Here she is, the baby. This is actually what the game was talking about. There she is, the floof. She says hi. She had a great birthday. She got tons of treats. We worship her. Your other paw is doing a weird thing, honey. There you go. Good girl. Dun, 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 dun. What do you think? I wonder, I bet she would watch the screen. I feel like Penko Park is one of those games where she'd be watching the little critters. Especially the section with those tiny little flies. She'd be watching those zoom all over the place. Hi, you purring? You purring? You sniffing the mic? Yeah? Whisker ASMR. Thank you for the cat cameo. Thanks for using your human beans. So say hi to the BB. So everybody in chat gets to see her. You got the purr, sounds good. She's got those good purrs. She's always happy to be snuggled. Alright, say bye for now. Happy Wednesday. She wishes it was Catterday. Okay. We're almost done with this level, and then we'll probably wrap up pretty soon. This ghost is still chilling back here on the piano. I love it. Da, da, da. Resume. Okay, okay, get comfy. I really don't know what it is that you require. You're asleep? That's your sleeping pose? Weird. Oh, I always forget about this down here. There's a Grillo down there. And there's the egret. What about you? Do you like flowers? Boop. It's kind of hard to get them over there. I don't think you care about flowers. Hi. Do you like flowers? It doesn't let me throw them right in its face. I'm glad it doesn't. That would have been mean. I'm sorry. I see a map coming up. We can figure out which way we want to go. Oh, there's a place for us to play a song. It's got a nice bird song going in the background. I think we want to go to the left, yeah. Oh, no. We want to go to the right, because that's where the crown is. Okay. I think we have this pose already. Sorry. Nope. Right. Go right. Go into the spirit realm. Where's our little ghosty? Oh, hi! Nice. We have all the pictures of you. Oh, hello. I don't think you cared about pollen? Oh. Yes, you do. You like pollen. Now we're gonna go play a song. It's gonna be in here. Oh, it's gonna be all of them? Do we get this? The one that we're missing by doing this? No, we still don't have this one. I haven't found it. Oh, that was fun though. I'm off. Thanks for the lovely stream. Take care and goodbye, everyone. Nika, thanks for hanging out. Take care. Have a good rest of your night. I know it's late for some of you. Thanks for being here. This is so nice. Oh, here's the song. Okay, okay. That was worth it because now we got the song. Ooh. In a cool minor key. We finally got all the music. Now I wish I could go back to where we needed the song for. Spooky Halloweeny song, yeah. It's marked, this level's marked with a snowflake, but it's very graveyard, very, I don't know. Of all of them, I feel like this one has the spookiest vibes. I said that already, but it's true. That's how I feel. This ride ends here. Okay. Let's check out our work. That was fantastic. This gym. The dancing gym. And then this photo cracked me up so much. Scary Grillo. Mama. Wait, I want this one. Angry Mama, Angry Stein. Dancing Trep. Sad Poe. These terribly creepy... They're like knockoff Koroks, kind of. But scarier. We already have this one. Wendy Gunt. I like the other one better. Here, this we didn't have yet. Ghost. Jubdrup. Sleeping Jubdrup. Silly Jubdrup. Happy Beatrock. It's the same picture of Jean we already have. Another ghost. We already have this picture of Dimitri. This one we did not have yet. Pretzel. Nice. Alright. That was good. Here's all of our stamps. Our completed collection. Oh, there's 88 pages? Yeah. Of our journal. Very good. We're missing one pose here. I think it's the one where they're waving, but I could be wrong. We're missing 5 hats. The way these starting pages become animated the more pictures you take is also really cute. Alright, cool. I think that's it. I think that's where we're gonna leave off today. That was super fun. Let's go back to the main menu and switch over. Long loading screen. I feel like the only issue I had with this game was not even really an issue. I think because I'm playing the DLC, the beta for the DLC, it took really long time to open in Steam. But I'm sure that'll be smoothed out. And it did eventually, it was just fine. Started rough but ended so comfy cozy. I know. Thank you all so much. I know we had a weird start today. Again, normally we're not in follower only for like the whole stream, but we had to resolve some things and then we got to push on and have a fun stream and it was lovely. So thank you for being here. This was great.